Hello and good afternoon, morning, night, whenever you're watching this. I hope you're doing so well. It's your girl, Holly. I'm here live inside of Facebook. And if you're watching this on YouTube, amazing. Hello, how are you? We're going to be doing your channeled reading for today. We're going to make this quick and to the point. And today we're going to be talking about alignment. So before I got on, I was asking, what is it that the collective needs to hear? What's going on? What is it that everybody, needs to know is happening in their world and in, life as we know it at this time? And I was getting a message about alignment. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about alignment today, and let's see what Spirit has for you and what messages when it comes to alignment. So I wanted to make sure I was live and could see everybody. If you're watching this live or on the replay, whether it's on YouTube or Facebook, comment down below and let's chat, and I'll be back in to connect with you. But I want to quickly talk about the importance of you understanding that alignment will bring radical expansion into your reality. And when I say alignment, when I was doing the meditation before I started or connecting in with Spirit, I was hearing something about yes, alignment is important, but I was hearing that the way that alignment is there or that you're in alignment is when you feel this massive expansion. And they were saying to tune into the body, tune into how you feel with your emotions, but also tune into the physical vessel. There's going to be a clear indication in things of what it is that you are meant to be hearing or knowing or experiencing in whatever way that looks like for you specifically. I'm putting my phone on Do Not Disturb, sorry. And so in that space, I feel like the message here is I'm almost seeing someone trying to quickly get out of a situation that they're in at this moment. It's almost like it's a race to finish. It's a race to get to somewhere different. It's a race to move out of the space that you're in into a new space. And the big message here is when you are resisting the present moment, you're resisting the entire universe and everything that's happening around you. And some of you may find yourself throughout the day getting really frustrated or easily frustrated or on edge. And Spirit's saying that is your body and your the universe's way, your physical body, your higher selves, whatever. It's your way of knowing, I am not in alignment and I'm resisting what's happening. And they're showing energy levels, right? Let's say it's at 100, and when it's at 100, you feel really good. You can do the things, do whatever, life feels good. You're feeling happy. You're feeling joyful. You're going and doing the things that you need to do, and it feels good when you're doing it. That's radical expansion. That's being in alignment. When you know you're not in alignment is when you're resisting the present. You're resisting what is. You're resisting what's happening. And the more that you're resisting this space, you are keeping yourself from being able to experience why everything is happening as it is in the now. So if you find yourself frustrated, I don't know why that keeps coming up. If you're frustrated or quickly irritated or even if it's just daily tasks, maybe it's the kids talking, or maybe it's I don't want to do these dishes, or whatever it is, Spirit is saying that this is an indication of you trying to shift and change your present moment. And there is a reason why your external world looks the way that it does at this time. Does it mean that it has to stay that way? Definitely not. Does it mean that you are, punished because of what the external world looks like? Of course not. It's reflecting on life is happening to me and shifting it to life is happening because of me, and understanding that you have a free will choice to change your environment and to change your direction, to change your intentions and what it is that you want out of life. Do you want to choose frustration, or do you want to choose to experience life how it is, the way that it is, and not try to get out of it? The other thing is how many people here, you don't have to obviously tell me, but there's a strong message here about people that are numbing out on things. And I think that a lot of us humans do this. There's this, numbing out on, maybe it's scrolling, maybe it's, choosing to be doing other things and calling it, not a lack of motivation. And it's just remembering, like the big thing that I feel like is coming through is just remembering that you have clear indication, like there's indications to why life is happening the way that it is. And the message is how can you get on board with being mindful of why and what is it that we need to do to kind of, I don't want to say be okay, but like not resist the present. When you're resisting, you're giving all of your energy away. When you're resisting what is, it's like you're completely depleting yourself. And we always say you can't give with an empty cup. And that is a perfect example of giving with an empty cup, is when you're resisting everything that's happening, but still trying to do the things that you want to do. And Spirit's like, sometimes life is happening for a divine reason, all the time, but sometimes it's happening for you to learn something specific, not for you to change it. And maybe the message here for some of you is that there's a sense of need for control around what's going on in your world. And although I preach and talk about the fact that we are the creators of our reality, there's also a really, really big message here that sometimes the things that we're creating, yes, are aspects of maybe parts of us and beliefs and things like that, but also, you know, when we're desiring to create a reality that we want, that may mean that there's a lot of deprogramming that needs to happen. And when we have this deprogramming, it can look like life is kind of throwing shit at us, but it's a way for us to build and to become that next version self. I always get the vision and example of myself, of how, you know, before I started this business, I had other businesses and they didn't work out. And I grew a lot, and there was a lot of things that happened to grow me into the space that I am today. But I desired a certain outcome and goal for my business in general. But like before, the way that I couldn't hold the space for that. I didn't know how to put in boundaries. I was too much of a people pleaser. I was charging way less than I should have. Like there were so many things that I wasn't doing. And so I was asking for something, but I wasn't ready to actually receive it. It's kind of like someone who's like, oh, I want to have 100 clients, but they have a full-time job and they couldn't even take 100 clients if they want. You see what I'm saying? Like you have to get prepared and to be able to hold the space for that. And Spirit's saying you are in a space where it's not that your manifestations and creations are not coming. It's not that they're not here for you. It's not that they don't exist. It's that you're being asked to kind of discover what you're being asked to do, to be prepared for that, to be prepared for the thing that you're wanting and asking for. And what's happening right now is that you're resisting your present moment because you want to be there, but Spirit's saying right now is the time to embody it. You have to learn how to be that person. Okay? It's just like when people win the lottery and 9 times out of 10, they lose all of the money because they're not prepared mentally to have that type of money and they just spend it all or whatever the case is. So it's like, sometimes it looks like the things that we want are not coming in, or it looks like our prayers are not being answered, or whatever the case is, but there's certain action that you have to take as the creator with your free will to say, I'm going to choose a different way. So instead of resisting and trying to control what's happening right now, Spirit's saying, take a step back and look at your reality and see, what is it that I'm meant to be shown right now? What is it that I'm supposed to be learning? Why is my reality looking like this? And do I want to choose to make a step and change that? Or do I want to just stay stagnant in the energy? And here's the thing, neither one is wrong or right. You know, we're always told like, oh, well, if you don't change, it's wrong. No, it's not. Says who? Maybe if you know, like, of course I encourage change for the better if that's what feels good to you. But if you like being in the space that you're in, then whatever, you know, like, of course we want to be the best version of ourselves, but also not everybody cares to be the best version of themselves, right? And I think that like I'm hearing there's a lot of judgment of self as well. There's a lot of judgment happening, not just of yourself, but of what's going on in your reality. And so Spirit's saying all of these things, judgment, frustration, wanting to change it, not feeling good enough, feeling like, you know, oh, I'm being punished, any of these emotions that you're feeling. Of course, this is a general collective reading for hundreds of people. So, you know, you have to take what resonates with you, whatever is going on in your life. That all of those things are an example of resisting the present moment. Every single one of those things is resistance. When you're in a fight with your spouse, when you're in, you know, a frustrating, you know, interaction with your boss or whatever, and you're pissed off or upset, you're resisting what is happening instead of looking at it with clear eyes of saying, why is this happening? Life is not happening to you. Life is either happening for you or because of you. And when you start to take responsibility for your actions and for your reality, everything will change. And I feel like we're all kind of being called out in this message today. So thank you so much. But the biggest thing is when you can understand that if you're frustrated, if you're easily frustrated, that is, and this is, of course, not everybody, but when you're easily frustrated, that is a perfect indication that you are resisting the present moment. You're resisting what is. When my 3-year-old is wanting to play nonstop and I have other things I need to do and I'm like, oh my God, come on, like I gotta go, let's go, hurry up, let's get dressed quicker. I'm resisting the present moment. And when you're resisting the present moment, you're resisting the entire universe. Everything, because everything is put in divine order for a divine reason. And in every moment you have a choice to choose how you want to show up and how you want to be. And that is one of the hardest things because it makes you take responsibility for yourself and who you are. And Spirit's saying, a lot of you, once again, are desiring a different outcome or a different life for yourself, but you don't realize you're thinking that it's not happening or that it's not possible for you. And so you're resisting what's going on here and now. But Spirit's like, you're in a discovery period. You're in the phase of being prepared and primed and prepped. And the more you resist this, the longer you're going to draw it out. This is the problem with like manifestation. And I shouldn't say problem, but this is the big thing with manifestation is everyone is like, I just want this and this is not coming and blah, blah, blah. Well, it's not coming because you're not allowing yourself to be morphed into the version of you that is ready for that. Right? Like, look at the things that you're desiring and then ask yourself, who do I need to be that? And in that answer is going to show up in your reality and you will be asked to morph and shift and change into that person. And you are the only one who can choose to change or to be different. It's just like, my sister and I were talking about this last night and she was like, I am talking about how I don't, I want to work out, she's not comfortable in the skin that she's in. So she wants to work out more. She's like, but I'm choosing not to do it. And so it's me. I'm the one not doing it. It's not anyone else. It's me. And same with me. Like there's certain things in my life that I'm like, I wish I had that. But I could literally start taking action today and doing it. But instead I'm resenting the fact that I don't have it or that it's not here. And so like that logically doesn't make sense, right? So Spirit is like, start paying attention to reality and co-creating in a way that I'm showing you experiences, right? I, as in Spirit, showing you experiences, and you as the human are choosing to either look at it as frustration or resentment or punishment or whatever it is, rather than looking at it and saying, what is this supposed to be showing me? And how can I get myself out? How can I choose to be different? And this is the hard work, right? This is the stuff that nobody wants to do. Nobody wants to change. And I shouldn't say nobody. That's my human coming through. But that's the hard part. It's fucking hard to change. It's hard to want to react differently to our triggers in our life. And so moral of the story, and I have to jump on a call in about 2 minutes. So moral of the story, I believe that is here is that when you are in alignment, you know you're in alignment when you're not trying to change what's in front of you. If you're late to work, okay, you're late. When you start getting frustrated with the fact that you're late or running late or frustrated with someone who maybe is making you late, you're now resisting what's happening. You're resisting everything in front of you that you cannot control. So really, this is about resistance, but it's also about detachment and figuring out there are certain things in your life that you really want to have control over. But even bigger than that, you're trying to control your entire reality. And at the end of the day, sometimes things don't happen the way that we think that they should. And so pay attention to the way that you're feeling. Are you feeling tired? Are you easily frustrated? Are you irritated easily? Are you annoyed easily? All of these things are indications of resisting what's going on in your reality instead of asking the important questions of, why is this happening to me and how can I get out of it? How can I move through it? How can I learn from this so that I don't have to continue to attract the same type of situations into my reality? Okay, so I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope that this helped you. I think that that's it for today. Once again, you can watch this replay here if you want to share it with your friends or watch it again. It'll be on YouTube later. And one last little fun thing, if you didn't already hear, I have launched and actually relaunched. I've had a membership for a while, but I'm relaunching a membership. It's only $33 a month. We will meet 3 times a month. I'm going to have guest speakers in there, and we're going to be learning about how to trust your intuition and also develop your psychic gifts. And here's the kicker. This isn't your psychic gifts for like, oh, I'm going to go do readings for people. Of course, you can utilize the information and do that. I have an entire course built out for readings specifically. This membership is about your daily life. Are you sick of being in a place where you are constantly wanting to make a decision, but you're looking outside of yourself? Are you always questioning your intuition? Are you questioning if it's your ego or if it's your higher self or what? This membership is going to teach you the exact tools to help you move through that in your daily life. So I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you later.